Are you still mourning closed doors while missing the ones God is opening? Hi everyone, I'm Cecilia. Welcome to my channel. Today is story time. So, without wasting any of your time, let's get right into it. One Sunday morning, I found myself lying in bed, reflecting on my life. I was thinking about missed opportunities and one particular door that have closed. One that still makes me wonder, what if? What if that door had opened? Would I be further along in life? Would my life be different? So, later that morning, I joined my online church service. I kid you not. It felt like my pastor was reading my mind. He literally asked, "Are you still mourning closed doors while losing focus on the ones God is opening?" I froze. That was exactly what I've been wrestling with in my heart. So, let me tell you the story. I once applied for a job I really wanted. I was a strong candidate, but because I lacked experience in a specific field, I didn't get I didn't get the job. They promised to keep me in mind, and later another opportunity opened in the same company but just a different division. I prayed for that interview. I studied. I prepared. I practiced. But that morning of the interview, I experienced a spiritual attack. I won't go into detail, but it left me shaken. I got lost on the way. Um, I was misdirected, and by the time I arrived, I was so weak. Not because I wasn't prepared, but because I knew something was off. I went through the whole interview. I answered all the questions, but I knew deep down it wasn't my best. I felt like the attack drained something out of me. There was another woman there. Something about her stood out. I even found myself praying, "God, please don't let, please don't, please don't tell me that you're going to give her the job." I also find myself praying, "Please, please don't tell me that I have to help her and then you still give her the job." I did end up helping her get home, paying for her taxi, and yes, she got a job. But in the second interview, I knew in my spirit the job wasn't mine, it was hers. I wasn't angry, just disappointed. My friends couldn't understand why I didn't get it, but they didn't know what I went through. And to be honest, I couldn't fully explain it either. The hardest part was knowing I had done everything I could. But that attack, that moment, still makes me wonder, would things have turned out differently if it hadn't happened? That's the door that I still mourn sometimes. So, after everything I went through, I was reminded by Revelations 3:7-8. What he opens, no one can shut, and what he shuts, no one can open. See, I have placed before you an open door that no one can shut. That hit me hard. Maybe that job wasn't my door. Maybe it was never mine to walk through. And the very fact that it shut means God's opening something else, something that fits my purpose and timing. So I want to ask you, what doors are you still mourning? Is it a job? Is it a relationship? Or is it a missed opportunity? Are you still caught up in what didn't happen, that you're overlooking what God is trying to do now? So I just want to say something. It's very difficult if you go through something like that. It actually takes a while for you to accept. And I can say it because I've been through that. And now I'm talking about this other doors that's been closed, in front of my face. But the thing is, we really mourn the closed doors. We mourn the failed relationship. We mourn the missed opportunities. There's so many things that we mourn. And in the meantime, we completely lose focus that, you know what? There's doors that God is opening and that He's constantly working, because we are just thinking of that particular door. And maybe that door was never meant for you, but you still wonder. And you keep on stuck there. And we have to move on, because the thing is, it's very difficult. It's easier said than done, but it's very difficult to literally being stuck and struggling to move forward. For me, I was asking myself, it's something that happened 4 years ago. But for me, that, this thing, that I've been reminded about this, like, because it's now almost like a month, 5 weeks now, if it's not. But I say to myself, if I can still mourn this door, that means this door is kind of holding me back, because who knows about the other opportunities that God is opening that I miss. And imagine how long I will mourn the opportunities and the doors that God is opening if I mourn the ones that He shut. So yeah, it's just something that I'm thinking about right now. But to be honest, what I want to do is, I just want to encourage you to stop living in the past where your future doesn't exist, and let go of that relationship that never worked, and be open to the person that God is sending. Be open for the new opportunities. Stop looking at the missed opportunities. Our problem is we spend time trying to live our future in the past. And the funny thing is, we don't even realize how backwards that picture is. That is so wrong. Let's move forward, not backwards. I shared my story as honestly as I could. And it's not to complain, but to connect. Because, I don't know, maybe someone out there feels the same way. And if that's you, I'd love to hear your story in the comment, just for you to know that you're not alone. And one thing that I want to say is, I really want to encourage you to literally, I know it's difficult, but try to move on. Try to ask the Holy Spirit to help you. Because if those things comes to the surface, that means it's a problem. For me, this is a thing that comes to the surface, like, I cannot tell you how often. And it means it's a problem because it's holding me back. But the thing is, we have opportunity to say, God, here I am. I have this door that closed in front of me. I don't know what happened. I may never find the answers, but I'm asking you, help me to let go. If it's a relationship, ask Him, help me to let go. Help me to be open for new things. Help me to see new opportunities. Help me, Lord, give me the ability, to be equal to the opportunities that you send my way. And give me the alert. Give me that alertness to recognize divine opportunities, that I will stop holding on or be stuck at the ones that doesn't benefit me. So yeah, I know that I talked a lot. That wasn't the plan. But be blessed, be encouraged. I see you in the next video.